Right, welcome back to GT4 Tuesday. Back at Intercon League rather than team battles, and we're in Kyalami, South Africa today, near Johannesburg, I believe. We got Brian in comms with us again.
Good evening.
Audio all good, mate?
Audio's all good, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we've got a morning race here, so it's going to be a little bit warmer, a little bit. Track isn't optimum yet. Might be in quali, I'm not sure. But yeah, I believe I did a little bit of research, and that Johannesburg's known as a city as gold, apparently. So who's going to win gold tonight?
Oh wow! Wow, show me up with the research and delivery.
Maybe it'll be gold racing. We got Jacob Lane is in the gold racing, reserving for Horn tonight.
I didn't know.
So
I didn't know if Jacob. Didn't know if Jacob was going to be here tonight. I wondered if he was still going to be serving penalties at Kota.
Yeah, you had to get the late flight home from that one.
Yes.
So just in the later stages of free practice here. So we've got Gott in the Maserati. We know he's a talented driver. Let's see how he gets on with that one. He's reserving for Viper with his Sharks teammate tonight.
And just with the City of Gold, or whatever you call it, do we have Goldfinger out there? I can't.
We don't know because
Jacob
Lane is reserving for him, so we don't have him today.
Oh, okay. Is that the driver who's missing from Goldfinger Racing, or whatever they call it?
It's one of them. We got a few missing tonight, but we've just got 5 reserves in, so it's just filled the grid up again.
Yeah, it's good to see full grids getting back to where we need to be with this.
Get to see Stardog Bart share with his wheel tonight. I bet he's made some progress for the last few weeks.
Yes. I intended to help him more than I had this week, but I've just not got around to it. But we have exchanged DMs, and he is looking a bit racier, so I'm hopeful. He's looking more aggressive.
It'll take time. You don't need to rush it.
From what he shared, he's more aggressive now on the braking and the turning, so he's getting there. And tonight is obviously people can swap cars.
Yeah, we've allowed them to swap, but I don't think many have taken up the option. Shug seems to still be in the Porsche. Still
Morrison's
in the Ginetta, and Morrison's still in the BMW.
Morrison's kept that BMW.
So
Morrison should have changed, added a few laps in the BMW here, and I think I could have got it into the 51s. But I think it's always been quite strong here, the BMW. It's just going to be hopeless the following weeks.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Not sure exactly what's going to happen, but there's not many cars on track here. Just trying to find someone.
We've got Jensen and Neil B in the chat. Neil B should be driving, but he's chatting.
Is the audio all good, Jensen? Can you hear me and Brian well? There's no crackling or anything?
Yeah, they've given us a thumbs up. Good here. So yeah, if they're watching throughout, just let us know if that changes at any point.
Thanks for following, chappers. Not sure who you are, but thanks anyway. Feel free to drop a message in chat. So we've got a KTM, I just noticed. We've got Smits and a KTM. I think he's Dutch, so he's gone for the Dutch car. Fair play to him.
That's kind of, what is here, Dutch Gillies now, where Gillies, the Yorkshireman, goes for the Yorkshire car.
Just going to get on board to watch a few laps here, Quali. We'll go on outlap with Smits, see how this KTM's looking. Oh, Chappers, I think, is in the race. I think that might be Ben Chapman, car 91.
Ah, right, okay, in the Audi.
Yeah, it's chaotic. He hasn't raced this season yet. I don't know where he's been, but he's back now. So, we haven't seen him in a little while. I'm sure we'll be hoping for just a solid race to get back into it.
Actually, good selection of cars. Porsche, you can see plenty of Porsches as expected. Aston, Merc, Maserati, a couple of Ginettas, KTM, Audi. There's a good spread out there now.
Just noticed Syme is in the running, so I don't know if he got his wheel working in the end. Anyway, we'll see what his times are. She'll tell us if it's wheel or pad.
I'd forgot it was 20 minutes qualifying tonight.
Another note is Skunky's first race in a wheel, so I think Levy's a bit nervous, but he's been doing quite a lot of practice.
I was on the server with him last night, and he looks to have got the hang of it quite quickly. So
good. It's different racing though, and it is when you got cars around you. It's getting comfortable with the wheel with cars around you as well. So I don't know if he's done any AI races or just some online racing, but it's never the same when you've got 25 cars around you than it is going around on your own.
Very true. Very true. A few guys weaving down the straight, just trying to get heat in the tyres there, in that back straight.
Yeah, just on board with Smits. We'll see his first lap. I haven't seen the KTM since Toby probably used it.
And won with it. It's an awkward looking little car, isn't it? It's like someone's tried to build a Bugatti EB10 in their garage.
Crazy Dutchman.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, isn't it? I'm having a watch of the lap as well. He's looking quite tidy.
Yeah, he seems to be. Hopefully, you just want to get a banker in now, and then he's got a reference, isn't he?
What's the Achilles heel of the KTM? I've never used it, and I've done no research because I didn't expect it.
I think it's top speed. I don't think it's particularly quick in a straight line.
Oh, it's the Ginetta issue then as well. I did wonder.
I could be wrong, or maybe it's the corners. I don't know. I've driven it a few times, but in the wet actually, it's quite good in the wet. So I think it's the top speed issue, but we'll soon find out. Comes through this.
Looks tidy in it though.
Yeah, there's some tricky corners on this track as well. Tight hairpins, and this corner here is a tight, tricky one, especially in the race. And then this next one, you've got that inside curve that if you get on it, it's going to send you flying to the sand trap. Yeah,
that sausage curb.
It's called the cheetah corner, that one actually. Cheetah as in the animal. And it comes with the last corner. No, rather than cheating.
Rather than cruising. Who was it? Oh no, it was Cox's lap
yeah.
in the M2, wasn't it?
54.2 opens us up there from Smith's KTM. So we'll have a look now and see if we can spot some other guys coming over the line.
Paddy Alley takes...
Got Neil Broom coming over now. He's in the Ginetta, so he's taken a change.
And Gillies goes second.
Broom's gone fourth with that. And Gillies goes second, yeah. I think the Ginetta's quite decent here. No excuses tonight.
Yeah, I think... Was it Morgan maybe that used to use the Ginetta? I think he dominated a race here in the Ginetta before.
Yeah. I see you won here on that last race of the season that you had a few DNFs in a row there. But you won the last race of the season here.
I did, yes. Yes. I've always liked this track, and Zolder, that's always been my two favourite tracks. Don't know why. Quite like the flow round here.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to get in a rhythm and just keep it going.
Just watching a bit more of Neil's second lap. He looks quite comfortable in that car. But so at the top we got Davies and Lane split by less than a tenth.
Oh yeah, yep. I have seen Lane go into the 50s. So an eye on that.
Got Skunky coming over the line. His first quali in with a wheel.
Concern. It's good to see.
Car 6, Patterson, FN Crazy. He's changed to the Aston as well. I think he was in the Audi maybe. Could be wrong there. He comes over the line now. And goes 10th. Wow. Solid.
Good luck.
We've got Shug coming over the line now.
Has Neil Bloom just jumped up to 6th?
No. Well, I think he's coming towards the end of the lap. Maybe though. No, maybe, no, possibly has, yeah. Shug's gone and pushed him down to 8th there, gone to 6th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the times are flying in there. It's hard to keep going here. But
Morrison now in his BMW approaching the last corner. Morrison put on the board. That's impressive. He's 2nd. Wow. 2 tenths off. Here comes Davies. Just been pushed down to 3rd. We're looking to essentially lead the championship after this race of a good one with Max Foster missing tonight. What can he do here?
Wide out.
Yeah. He's found a 10th, but he stays 3rd. Car 40 is Mackay. He's gone into 16th. 747's next over, which is Richmond. 2.9 off currently.
Okay. 747, that's the only number I remember because...
Goes up to 7th. Yeah, he's always had that, hasn't he?
He's always had it. It always reminds me of his... He used to have Top Gun type... I can't remember what that was, but he used to have a gamer tag kind of fitted with 747.
Super gas. Or Boost Goose.
Yeah, that's it. Boost Goose. Yeah. There was something between Super Gas and Boost Goose, I think. I can't see that. That's a tongue twister. Archer, 4 seconds off the pace.
It comes Unsworth. He's sticked in the Maserati. Hasn't taken the change. It's currently 15th. Going over the line now. Stays 15th.
Crazy.
Kev Thomas.
I'm at the back.
Next. Yeah, go ahead, mate.
No, I was going to say the big braking zones on this track, you run a real risk in the Maserati of having tyres like Lego bricks after a few laps.
I'd agree with you there. Kev Thomas goes up to 10th as Porsche comes out the pits there. Car 24 is B.Tux in the Maserati. I don't know if he even validated that one there, but yeah, we've got 3 Maseratis in the race tonight. Oh, he's lost it there though. That's what the Maserati can do to you.
That's still not got a lap in.
We've got Syme at the moment, 1.7 off. Looks like he's got his wheel working because it doesn't look like controller movements. Board. He's going to come over the line now. You'd expect him to be right up there, really, wouldn't you? As the top Porsche.
Yeah.
And he's
Is
not.
he really quicker?
No.
He's not. No. Whilst it'll not affect him putting laps in, I wonder if he'll have a worry at the moment of just if the wheel's not been working at what point.
Yeah, he hasn't maybe had the ideal practice as well, trying to figure out those issues. So just riding on board with 91, who's a few cars back, because that's Ben Chapman who's going to get his first lap on the board here. Hopefully. Back in the Audi, which we usually see him in. What are you expecting here? Where are you expecting him to be?
I'm going to think he'll do well to go top 10 in the Audi.
He's gone 15th there in Scully. He's got a few more opportunities to improve on that.
Good back. He's got a banker in though, so
yeah.
You're always a bit worried when somebody's not set a time. I think it just leaves us with Zielkowski.
Running with him at the moment.
He's coming up to set a time though. I think he must be.
Yeah, he's on the lap. He's on the start of the lap. I'm running on board with him. He's about just finishing the first sector.
Right up top, Jacob Lane still pole.
Yep, Davies is heading towards the line, so we'll have a little look at that. Can he find 2-3 tenths to put him on the front row?
pushing that hard Mercedes. It's not often you see Davies pushing the car that hard. It always looks quite composed, but you can tell he's hustling that right now.
Oh, there he goes half a tenth off Jacob.
It was worth it. And I think looking at that lap, he's got a couple of tenths in it. He bounced the sausage curve, so that would definitely have taken time off him. So maybe has pole in him.
Murray in his Porsche just ran wide in that corner, so I don't know if it's going to be a quick lap or just placing himself for the next one.
Well, Gillies has got himself back into the top 10, 1.5 off.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with that. So
Puts
Murray
himself ahead of his
comes over the line
teammate
now. Doesn't improve. Cousins about to come over the line. He's fourth. And here comes Chapman again. And he's gone up to 8th. Great lap.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah.
Car 77 is Morrison. I got a feeling, it doesn't look like it's going to be this lap, but I got a feeling he might just put in a Banzai pole position here.
Possible. I think the BMW is quick here.
He got pole the other night in the M2 race too, didn't he? I know it didn't stay there, but it's great progress from him.
I think the M4's quick here. It always has been. I think as when you race it though, if I remember right, it really takes it out the tyres. So I think you'll either have to suffer one graining phase and try and go long, or potentially have two graining phases if he tries to change quite early tyres.
He's going to go on to Badiali here, who's been right up there in the previous races. He's 7th at the minute. Can he put himself with the other Mercedes, Davies? Found 2 tenths, but hasn't moved in position.
I think that's Morrison's just going to hit the pits there with the BMW. I think he just made a mistake, got it out wide onto the grass and decided to jump back to the pits.
I think Skunky did that as well. Got wide, he's carried on though.
He's going to... He has time to go back out, heat the tyres up and go for one last run. 10 litres in it. See what he can do.
Yeah. Just going to have a look at some sectors so everyone can see them on the screen at the moment. At the moment, Morrison's got sector 1 purple, David's got sector 2 purple, and Lane's got sector 3 purple. Which shapes up to a good race, that does, when there's different strengths.
That does shape up to a great race, yeah. And he's got Millsy, thanks for the follow.
Yep, you mate.
Notice that in the chat.
Drop a message in chat if you want to ask anything. Feel free. We're more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Just running on board with Kinsey at the minute. I haven't seen him yet. He's coming around the last corner. He's got Stevel in front of him as well. So I'm going to watch Gillies and Kinsey's lap times here. Gillies has actually fallen down one, and Kinsey hasn't moved. So that was a...
So where does that leave? Kinsey is...
He's 15th, yeah.
I thought he might have been a bit further up there. He had a bit pace on the practice server.
Badiali now comes around the last corner. He's currently 4th, so he has found a bit more time again since we last saw him.
Shug in 7th, second off the pace. This looks like that changed to the Porsche from the
He hasn't
Alpine.
changed. No, sorry, he has changed, hasn't he? Sorry. Because he was in the Porsche in the team battle, so I was thinking he hadn't changed, but
right.
I totally forgot. It feels like a lifetime since the last Intercon race, because I didn't commentate as Zolder as well, so it's actually 3 weeks ago for me.
Yeah, some of the guys that's had a few DMs, just people saying that as well, like it's felt like ages. The guys who haven't participated in team battles.
Yeah. We've got 4 consecutive rounds now, so...
Look at the lap Gott's just done in the Maserati. Plus, he's only 8th, he's a second off the pace. That's a great lap in that car.
He's very talented, we've seen in the last few weeks, haven't we, in the M2 and the team battle races.
It's nice to see somebody with that talent deciding to try and do something a little bit different, have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully he just makes it through the first lap, okay?
Yeah. Pray for Got. Morrison looks like he's pushing the BMW now. So, where is he on the track? Let's try to see where he is. He's maybe just went too wide. Could be an invalidated lap.
If you let me know who's coming towards the line, sometimes I can't see all the numbers, so if you know someone you want to see, just call out who's getting towards the end of the lap. I'm going to go on board with Davies, because he's coming towards the end and he's got a chance of just nick pole, you'd have thought. Oh, but he's gone wide there, I think. Maybe he's held it, but I think he might have gone out track limits there.
Right at the back of Davies, we've got Morrison coming as well. Oh, Paddy Alley's just went third.
Wow.
2/10 off pole. That's Ginetta, Mercedes now.
Morrison comes around the last corner. He's followed by Smits.
Morrison doesn't go faster. I think that might have been an invalid lap. I think it might have been an invalid lap for Morrison. I think through the sort of the left-right halfway around it. I think he went wide on the exit. It's pretty easy to pick up at. I'm not sure what corner that is, but you sort of come down the hill through the left and you've got the right. So you just push wide as you come back up to the hairpin at the top of the hill. It's quite an easy track up to lose a lap on.
Right. Gillies is now around the last corner. Can he find a little bit more? If he can find 2 or 3 tenths, it will really help him in the race. He's found a space, found 1 tenth. Vecina's behind him. I don't think he found anything.
Gillies should have enough to get another 2 laps in if he's got the fuel.
Unsworth needs to find quite a bit of time to jump here because he's got a 6/10 gap to Neil. Hasn't found anything. Badiali now I think is coming up. Can he nick pole? Jacobs in the pits, he's vulnerable to a late lap here. Found time but not enough. Here comes Davies.
Can Davies find a 10th to get pole?
He hasn't on that lap, he's got 1 more chance.
Oh, Morrison's binned it. He's got another lap. Oh, he's just coming into pits though. Morrison's is into the pits. It's down to Davies now.
Chapman just found 3 tenths. He's only a second off pole on his return. 9th place.
Oh yeah.
Comes Syme. Just got a feeling Syme can find a chunk of time if he just potentially hasn't that lap those behind his teammate at the moment. Who have we got next there, mate? Is that Gillies 48 coming?
It will be, yes it is. Yeah, he could probably get himself into. He only needs to find 2 tenths to get a top 10 here. Probably top 10. So we've got Gillies coming around, then we've got Vecina, another potential who he's in 15th now.
Yeah, he hasn't I'd expect him to be a little bit higher, but yeah, he hasn't lit up the time screens yet.
Straight.
Gillies didn't find any time, I don't think. Neither did Vecina. Unsworth's next.
Patterson next, actually.
Potentially, I missed him though. Let me update us on that lap.
Doesn't improve. And we've got 308 there. That was Unsworth.
And Masferati, who's last at the moment. And proves but stays there. Is that Rebellion? Is that Davies got a last chance to go over, get a pole here?
Kenny.
He's done it.
He takes it. He takes it. Fantastic lap.
Richmond
good
still
form.
out there, 747.
Donkey's still out. Cormac Skunky's back in the pits.
Richmond, if you found half a tenth, you'll get 4 spots. 3 spots. Doesn't though. Majorana. That's a lot of him in quali, but he's earned 18th spot there. And so we got Gillies.
Is Gillies still on the lap? Is he still on the lap?
He is indeed. So is Vicina, and so is Patterson. No, Patterson isn't. He's seen the line.
Steve couldn't do anything. I'd say just a couple of hundreds would. But I didn't think so. It didn't look like he'd really committed as if he was going to find time.
Vicina didn't either, I don't think.
Nope.
So there's our grid.
Yeah. Working back the way through the grid then, we have Burchak, 26th, Murray 25th, Biakowski 24th, Smits 23rd, the KTM's not really paid off from there. Barcher, 22nd, that must be his best qualifying so far. And Privet, 21st, Mackay 20th, Patterson 19th, Miorana 18th, Unsworth 17th, Neil Broom 16th, Vizina 15th, Thomas 14th, Gillies 13th, Kinsey 12th, Richmond 11th, might be a little disappointed with that. Syme gets himself in the top 10, the wheel seems to be working okay. Chapman 9th, 1.2 off. And where did I get to? Shug Goldie 8th, got 7th in the Maserati, Skunky 6th, Cousins 5th, Morrison in the BMW 4th, Adiali 3rd in the Mercedes, Jacob Lane 2nd in a Ginetta, and Davies takes pole in the Mercedes.
Yeah, thanks for that roundup, mate. Yeah, looked quite a lot of close times through the field there, so could be quite an interesting race.
Yeah, when you look at the times, there's
doesn't seem to be a
the
Porsche
top
track, does it? There's like the Porsches are all in the midfield.
You've got the top 5 are all within a half a second of each other, and then 6 through to about 12 for about half a sec, maybe further, maybe 14th or half a second. And then
I'm just looking at it now.
You've got a little group at the back that are all sort of these high 2s, 3s. So I think regardless of where you're starting tonight, you're going to get a race.
Yeah, it's quite a tight first corner, isn't it? You need to just, if you're in the kind of second half of the grid, just be aware you're going to have to brake a bit earlier than normal. Because it's quite a big braking zone and you come back on yourself.
Yeah, sensible heads on, isn't it? Sensible heads.
30 seconds. I'm just going to do a quick pause of the stream, just so...
Yeah, good thinking. Good thinking.
Right, we're back. If anyone is in chat, just let us know if there's any audio issues, and we'll usually, if we can do a quick pause like that, it sorts it out. So if you could let us know, that'd be great.
Would be great to know, yeah, especially heading into the race. I think we were okay through quali there, so hopefully the race holds up. I'm just going to have a quick look on the Discord, see if there's been any chatter from the drivers.
Yep, no purpose.
Sometimes get a little bit insight. Or it's been that close that maybe everyone's just a little bit quieter.
I'll be back in 2 secs. I just need to do something.
Yep, no worries. Follow them through. A long lap, plenty of time to get heat in tyres. Davey's just leading us off. The experienced driver on well M2 on Thursday. For anyone that's interested as well, we still have a couple of spaces on an M2 series Thursday evening. 2 sprint races. Podium positions on the first race start from the back on the second, so provided some great entertainment on stream.
I'm back. Just had to check the football scores. Argyle are 2 up in injury time, so
Happy days.
That.
Happy days.
So yeah, this race, just to give you a little. I don't know. Is the track optimum? I wonder.
Yeah, the track is optimum. Yeah, we're
So that's good.
track set at 23 degrees. I think it
should rise to about 26 by the end of the race, I believe. Just rise slowly over the 50 minutes to about 26 track.
Whilst they just warm up here, do you want to just quickly mention changes to our admin setup whilst I remember, or?
Yeah, no, that's a great reminder. I think I said a few streams ago that we're looking to restructure the admin and add a few more people. So we've got Foxes, who's joined the admin team, who's going to help us with our Discord management, and Shug with the server settings mainly. And I'm sure we'll find a few more jobs as well. And then we've also had long-term drivers Neil B and Shark have joined our kind of support for the admin, and which is also Steve is awake. Gillies is in that as well. So basically, we'll be easing them into their role, but trying to split the responsibilities. And as we get busier, there's more and more things to do. So we're really glad to have some more guys on board and race for a long time. But when you go on Discord after the race, it will look a bit different. They'll have a special colour on their names. So we'll give an update on Discord. We've got the race starting now. Green light's about to go.
Davies leads us down.
Green light. Show them what you got.
It looks like Lane has got a jump on him.
It does, doesn't it?
Looks like Lane has
A bit
got.
further down the field, but yeah, Morrison looks like he might be in third. It's got an eye on the midfield, but it's all got through there so far.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit Robin, but nothing outrageous.
Just go back to this route, just to see what's going on at the front. So Lane, followed by Davies, Morrison, Cousins. Is that Cousins in front? No, that's Badiali.
Yeah. A bit further down, I just happened to see. I just caught a bit of Gillies there. It's free real estate, as he would call it. I just opened up there for him. I think it was Kinsey left the door wide open, so he just parked a Janetta in there for a free place.
He's got past Richmond as well, I think.
Oh yeah, he has. Yeah.
It's Unsworth in his Maserati tried to have a look at Kinsey there. Nothing going.
Lost it. Tries to. Has Gillies got himself into 10th, or is he?
I think he's
11th. He's 11th.
Yeah.
The leaderboard hadn't updated. I'm just trying to count through cars there to see what was going on. But so far, so good. It looks like. Oh, we got an incident. I cursed it. I'm not sure who it was. Car 187, I think.
That's Kinsey. And
Kinsey.
Unsworth, they were close, and they've obviously tangled at that tight corner, unfortunately.
Drops him to the back of the field, but
Badiali's hunting after Morrison, who's just getting slightly detached from the front too. As Kinsey comes in the pits.
I wonder what his thinking is there. Is the car doesn't look damaged. and the Uns were, well, it's a bit damaged at the back, as maybe had a little tap at the back. I'll have a little look, see what's happened there.
Sure. So we've got Gotts in the Maserati, he's hustling Shug here. He's followed by Syme and Syme's teammate Chapman, so very tight in the midfield. Gillies following that little battle too. Dust kicks up in the background, everyone's facing the right way. So it does look like the front two are just going to get away here from Morrison, and at the moment Badiali's going to be desperate to get past Morrison to join that battle, I'd imagine, but he's going to have to just be patient.
Trying to see what happened there, but the portion of Maserati, but it's not.
Don't worry, mate, we'll crack on. There's a lot going on.
I think I've got them here. I'm just.
Okay, let us know, mate. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just quiet here. I'm just trying to see what happens. So, the way the camera angle works, I have no idea what happened.
Okay, I think better just come back into the race, mate. There's plenty of battles to keep an eye on. Have to move on from that one.
So it'd be nice to know, but I don't know. So
as we see, Murray looks like made a move there on Thomas, and it's gone up to 19th. I think someone else followed him through there as well. Neil Broom sitting in 14th. Get a gap behind him to Smets and the KTM. Anything you're looking at that there, mate?
I was just sort of watching the Shug holding up sign, got Gillies, Richmond. Got a little train coming
Syme,
behind
yeah.
them now. And
yeah, Syme must have got past Gott because he was the one behind Shug initially.
Gillies is all over Dot now. It looks like the Giannetta's just way stronger under the brakes.
Maserati's struggling in the race, isn't it? It's I've seen one have an incident, and
Richmond's
Gott's
now
not.
having a go at Gillies, so it's.
Oh, Gott's gone wide there. So Gillies has got past. No, he hasn't. Not quite yet. Now he is. If he can hold it. The straight, that is.
Maserati could have a run at him down the straight.
Looks like Syme's got past Shug as well.
I think if Steve
He goes to defend the inside. Got the Porsche sitting there behind as well.
I was going to say this could be the trouble for Gott is.
Yeah, the Maserati's just. I think once you start making mistakes, it's hard to then
And
back on it.
It's that big braking zone, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're not on the, if you're side by side, you've got to go around the outside, and there's just, it's probably not the car for that, is it?
Barsha's fallen a little bit off the back of Unsworth. He's just a second off. I'm not sure what's happened there. The car looks fine. He's lost a few places, but
Privet in 17th, he's got past Thomas as well. Thomas is trying to fight back, so Thomas has seemed to drop back a bit.
and we got Cousins having a little. It's closed up right up on Skunky there.
Morrison's doing well to hold in third. He's, he had a lot of pressure in the first couple of laps there, but he's held his nerve at the moment. And Lane seems to have pulled away from Davies as well. So, ooh, Davies just hit that cheetah curb Wow, he just went 2 wheels around that corner.
Impressive. Impressive. He's done that
So you
in...
got Skunky and Cousins, but the top 6 are detached, didn't they? 7th Syme is 5 seconds back after 3 laps, so
yeah.
top 6 would be quite happy to see that they've got a bit of margin for error. Goldie's in the pits.
Oh, interesting.
He's got some damage, I think.
He's
He's hit the wall.
Has he done it himself?
Well, I don't see any of the cars, although some of the cars are following him in, but I don't think they're involved. Broom's got damage, unfortunately. And Shark's in. I don't know if it doesn't look like he's got damage.
Broom's in a bad...
Maybe Goldie and Broom had a incident. I'm not sure.
Let me have a little look. I'll see it this time.
Shug's season doesn't seem to be able to get going, does it? In Intercon?
No. He had a bit of pace in the Porsche as well, but I don't know if he's made a mistake. Someone's collected him. I'll have a look, see what we've...
I got Neil in chat saying that it was stupid, so I'm not sure what happened, but he's not happy. Probably rightfully so. Let's move focus back on Baddy Ali, who's just still hustling Morrison here. And behind you got Skunky, who's getting hustled by Cousins, so one-on-one battles there.
So Neil's doing okay. He comes round past Cheetah Curb, takes it lovely, and then he's on the inside of Shug, and Shug comes across to go into the pits quite late and collects Broom.
Shug has got a stop go as well, so his race is over, I'd say. Sure, he'll carry on, but his points not good for tonight.
I'm not sure how Shug's car is in such a bad way. So he comes round, we've got the big sausage curb at Cheetah, he bounces over it and it's gone. Oh, it's a huge impact for Shug. And I think Shug will be frustrated when he looks back at that, at losing it there, and how that's then affected Neil's race.
I'm sure he will, yeah.
However,
I haven't seen it, but
Neil usually keeps ahead in these situations, so he's got the pace to fight back. But
I think Neil said he's got 1 minute 30 pit stop to fix the damage, so
with his pace and 40 minutes still to go, he should come back through the field, I would have thought.
yeah, you have to keep going and see what we can do.
What other races do we have out there then?
Gillies dropped back a bit. He's 15th now.
He has dropped back a bit. What's happened there? He's having to make his way back through the guys he just passed, because Richmond's up in 8th and he was sitting right behind Gillies, so
yeah,
not sure what's
losing chunks of time out there at the moment.
Sure what's happened. The car looks okay, so
yeah, Thomas has got past him there. He's having a recovery drive of his own. Patterson will be delighted with that. Oh, he says 13th, but he's actually behind those two, isn't he? So actually he's a few slots back. He's about to update, I think.
Yeah, Steve was having a great race here, and he just looks immediately back, like quicker than the guys around him, so no idea what's happened there.
He's had a little moment on his own, maybe, without damage. So got a big battle for 3rd place. Skunky and Cousins are not letting him go either. Mackay tried to get the inside of Patterson. He's gone a bit wide, but I think he might be able to make the move still. Majorana is right there behind as well.
we kind of all settled out a little bit just now, aren't we? We're just in that phase of the race where, yeah, the Mackay, Mariana is the sort of battle out there. Neil Broom is he right up on? Oh, he's past Shug, and then
Yeah.
is he now
but look where,
is he
no,
hassling
Kinsey's,
Barsher?
if you look where Kinsey is compared to him on the track map, he's a long way back.
Oh yes.
But you never know what's going to happen. You just got to carry on. He's got a decent pace, and even if it's just a test section now for him.
Well, especially he's changed car, so
Yeah.
But that is the way to look at it now, isn't it? Get used to the car. It's happened. Nothing you can do about it. He's got a bit pace here, so get used to the car. Get some passes under your belt. Cousins in the Aston Martin just taking a little bit out. Skunky again, but Aston v Aston, that
Morrison's
Martin.
gone a little wide into turn 1, but not given Badiali a chance quite to get past. But just get the feeling Morrison's hanging on a little bit here. He's doing well.
Yeah. Davies, what's he, 2.53 off of Jacob
Yeah,
Lane.
he's in a little.
He's hanging in there.
He's hanging in there.
He wouldn't
maybe
right.
have to go for the undercut if he wants to win the race, or he might set the second because Lane's not only a reserve, so he's not necessarily in the championship battle. Whereas Davies is at the minute second in the championship to Max Foster, who is not here tonight. He's on holiday, so you want to make hay while the sun shines.
Yes, yeah. I wouldn't write him off right now, Davies.
No, I wouldn't. But he might not
but
be too disappointed just to have second.
The sensible head, although the sensible head.
Morrison's went deep and given Badiali the inside line as
just
they head into the last sector.
A bit further down,
Morrison's got back in.
Gott is now.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, a bit further down, Gott is now hassling Richmond for 8th place. So the Maserati just found pace again. Has he?
Oh no, Morrison went really wide, and they've had a little touch there. I'm not sure exactly if that's on Morrison or Badiali. Could be a racing incident, could not be. I'm not a steward, but Morrison came off worse.
I'll try and see if I can have a look.
Badiali's letting cars go here, so I'm not sure. Yeah, he's let Morrison go, and he's lost 3 spots for it. So Skunky is now in third place. Sorry.
Wow. Great news for him.
It was that moment between Morrison and Badiali. I wouldn't say it was bad driving by Badiali there. It was just Morrison got too deep, and then they were kind of converging to the same spot on the edge of the track, and neither kind of yielded.
Just watching it back, and they're running quite close.
I'm not sure if Morrison was he always on track, or did he slightly go off and come back on? I'm not sure.
Just
look at Gott here. It's hassling Richmond, like you say. Starting to get used to that Maserati. Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, I was. The Morrison goes wide. It goes really deep, and Badiali is on the right line, and then they both just sort of meet on the apex.
Yeah.
On the outside.
Did Morrison ever go off track, or did he stay on just on?
It was really close. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he was probably off. He was probably all 4 wheels over the line.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, that, because you can understand why Badiali would want to claim the racing line.
Yeah, I think you would just put it down to.
But Badiali's obviously taken it there. He's waited, so I don't imagine much more will come of that. Although Morrison will be disappointed, probably.
Yeah, I think
those would be disappointed. It's one of those ones. I'm not everyone would have waited there. So fair play to Badiali.
Yeah, fair play to him, man. Watching it, I think if you were going to be really critical, potentially Morrison leaves the track, maybe should have lifted.
If he did leave the track, then ultimately he's got to re-enter safely, and
But
so
they seem to
yeah,
have settled it between themselves on
yeah.
the resulting
Move on.
lap.
It's
So
one of those things that can happen there. There's a good battle there. Badio's really patient.
Cousins is
Sort of
really
first.
picking up the pace now and hassling Skunky.
Yeah, he's sniffing a podium now, isn't he? Had a great drive at Kota for the Intercon team.
Yep. Just Aston on Aston, and at the moment Cousins just looks like he's getting a bit more out of the car.
Just noted Davies has taken a chunk out of Lane, out of Jacob Lane.
Yes. Yeah. And then just in the background with Skunky and Cousins battling away, Morrison and Badiali are just...
Part 2.
Yeah, they're still battling away, but they're keeping it quite sensible right now and catching up. Third and fourth.
Oh, got to stop and go for Patterson.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so Thomas and Gillies battling for 12th. But yeah, it's quite a tricky pit lane again here that quite a lot of them are. Really got to practice them, those entries. I'm sure he has done a few.
You're really coming at it.
Yeah.
At some speed, and it must be the shortest entry, maybe on the calendar. Misano's quite short, but this is.
You do see it coming though. You go straight at it, don't you? So it's not like you're turning as you hit the limiter. So
Thomas hassling Gillies now, yeah. Yeah. Just when you come through that section, if you start getting it wrong, it just seems to. It's like a domino effect. The next few corners sort of result in you bouncing it about the track, and Gillies just demonstrated that. And a bit further down, we've got Ziokowski just hassling Berkshire as well.
Berkshire. And they got Shug behind him. Is he lapped, I'm guessing?
Yeah, because it actually shows us Patterson, Mackay, and Kinsey as cars behind them on track.
So Ziolowski goes up the inside. Can he make it stop?
Berkshire's going to try and cut.
He's made the move. He's made the move, I think. If he can hold that inside. No, he hasn't though. He hasn't held the inside. Berkshire would up there.
Oh,
and Ziolowski had to turn out of that.
And he's just going to lose a bit drive there.
Yeah, he should have just protected the inside there.
He's
left the door open.
He's got it done. No, he's got it done.
Yeah, he has.
Cousins. Has he got past Skunky? I think he has.
Oh, missed that one, so Cousins goes into the podium places, but would surprise me to see that change again. And then
it's just
goes wide.
It's just as I talk about there, when you start getting ragged through that section.
Saw Badiali in the background pit.
Yep, he's in the pit. It's a good move from him, actually. He's been held up.
Yeah.
Go for the undercut.
You don't want to hit
here.
the same driver twice either, you know, back into that same battle. I can understand why you put it in the pits there and just go, let's settle the race down for myself.
Evening Coulthard, he's in the chat as well.
Mr. iRacing, how you doing, mate?
Yeah. I thought Morrison might have pitted, just to the damage he's got. At times, but he's hanging on to Skunky and Cousins, so.
Didn't realise he had that much damage. Yeah, he's got a lot, isn't he? He did well to hold off Badiali then if he's got that much. So if the bonnet pops up, usually means it's quite a lot of damage. Coulthard. You're not having a fun night on that tonight, Coulthard.
And we've got Thomas just having another little run at Gillies again.
Badiali comes out the pits and he is behind Ziolowski and
he's ahead of ahead of Burchak,
yeah.
Burchak. Scottish guy trying to pronounce foreign names. Not the best.
Got still all over the back of Richmond as well.
Yeah, he's just Little run on him
It's going
again.
to want some new tyres on that Maserati. You probably want to split the race now, don't you? Pit now.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
maybe this lap try and get an undercut on Richmond. Also, the leaders are both in the pits together.
Oh.
So we're going to have a pit battle. Mercedes versus Ginetta.
This is all about who hits their marks
Morrison's
best.
coming in as well. Will he fix that damage? Is it worth it? It's going to be a lot of money. It's a lot of time.
It's going to be a lot of time.
He could hold up. He was holding up Baddy Ali though. It might just worth cracking on, but it's up to him. Whatever he feels comfortable with.
And I think that lets Cousins take the lead of the race now. And
He does, and he's got quite a gap to Skunky's fallen way back. Skunky's got damage. You can see his bonnet's a little bit.
Oh, so he had, has he had a moment as well? Time for him just to get in the pits as well.
Simon's now maybe fancying a podium. He's come from nowhere.
And I think Davies is going to maybe get out ahead of.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's in the race lead. Where's Baddy Ali?
A race out the pit lane. That exciting stuff. Patterson a stop go again. Has he already had a stop go?
No, he hasn't taken it yet. I believe he'll do the same thing I did last race.
Oh right, okay. So Davies takes the lead ahead of Jacob Lane.
And Morrison obviously didn't fix that damage because he's right there with him. Oh no, that's not Morrison. That's the other Ginetta. That's Broom.
That's Broom, yeah. So he could do well just get towed along here, and guys will get out the way of this lead race. Lane's going for
follow him through.
Lane's trying to make a move here. I thought he might have tried to ease his tyres in a bit better, but
I don't think he's making a move here quite yet, is he?
Seems to be dancing about behind the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Broom.
Oh.
Did Broom save that there? You just seen him dart off.
Murray and B.Tux are in the pits. Murray's just leaving. Is he going to be side to side with anyone? Looks like he's going to be on his own in front of 741, which is Barsha. As more cars are pitting, we've got Cousins, Skunky, Symes, Vicina all in the pits. Richmond takes over the lead of the race. We've got
Vicina's got a bit of damage on the front of the Aston Martin. I wonder if he was involved in that.
Oh, we've got a spinner in the pit lane. We don't want to watch that too closely, but
I was going to say, I wonder if Vicina was maybe involved in the Kinsey incident earlier on. He was in around that battle as well, and he's got damage. It was hard to see, but it was definitely a purple Aston in around all that.
Behind Majorano, and he's got his teammate approaching behind him as well, so you want to get on and get that move done if you can.
Richmond now in the lead, got second.
Cousins comes out the pits behind Baddy Ali. Baddy Ali's got the jump in the pits, I think.
Yeah, he's done well there.
That's Zielowski, who's not pitted, who's in front of Cousins. And
Davies has got a second now on Lane.
Yeah, I saw he pulled a little bit more of a gap there. So can he hold off the Ginetta of our new wonder kid?
Yeah. It looks like the winners out of the pits so far have been Davies and Baddy Ali. Looks like Baddy Ali's probably going to be third. For that, just pitting a lap earlier, getting out the traffic.
Did Morrison fix his damage? He did, I think. So that's why he's fallen behind Skunky.
I'll see if I can see the front of the BMW. Yes, he has.
Definitely has.
He has just got a great view of him just trail braking there and just letting the back end slide round the front bite.
Yeah, he said he's a bit more confident to put the TC down, isn't he? Just you need to do in the BM.
Yeah, haven't ran the BM yet. I mean, you've got to be on one.
Get frustrated here because he's stuck behind Zielowski while he watches Baddy Ali just gain time on him. So he's making the move here and Zielowski's letting go a little there. Sensible.
Well, sensible, good driving.
The only problem with pitting out of sync is you may lose time letting cars through when you just get in the pits and run your strategy without encountering it a bit quicker. He comes in the pits now.
I think Mackay, who's he just went past there? Or was it maybe a... Or is... I'm trying to work out who's behind Mackay there.
Where's Mackay?
Sitting
19.
19th at the
Privet.
moment. Is it
Oh, that's
the baddie?
Majorano. Is it
Ah,
Majorano?
Majorano, that's who it is. Yeah, correct, yeah. Yeah, so Majorano's went past Privet, I think that's where they're missing that.
So it's just the 5 cars who haven't pitted now. Unsworth
Chugs.
is being hassled by the leaders in
Chuck
the
Goldie's
Maserati.
back in the pits. He
Yeah,
just
saw
called it a
that.
day there.
Oh! That was almost a moment there with the leaders and Unsworth, which would not have been pretty. They've come out unscathed.
And the Maserati bouncing about. So yeah, that did let Jacob Lane just cut a bit of that lead away again.
Ooh, there's a pit lane entrance race.
And it looks like
Ooh.
Gott has done Richmond
He did.
on
I
the
think
brakes.
Gott didn't realise, I think, that he was going to pit. They both went to pit at the same time and then ended up side by side at the pit lane. It wouldn't surprise me if one of them missed the limiter there.
This is
Just
like,
in the kind of...
yeah, it's like NASCAR, the race on and off pit lane.
Gillies now, we know he likes doing a long stint. He's got 10 seconds behind him to Davies. Doesn't want to get involved with Davies.
I don't know. I didn't know there if Richmond was flashing the lights for the purpose of the stream or in anger, but he was flashing the
I
lights
don't
coming
think he's
down.
probably happy because he got overtaken in the pit lane. So I'm not sure. Yeah,
Let's
sure
a bit,
about that
I'm going to watch them as they come out just to see if Gott manages to keep that lead or.
one. Yeah, let me know. I'm going to go back on
It looked like he
Davies
was
because
carrying
lane's closed back in again.
and then Richmond back on the lights and Gott is out ahead of him. Comfortably ahead of him, actually. A couple of seconds.
Yeah. We'll have to see how that one works out, whether there's a report into that one or not. But we'll leave that for after the race.
What looks odd is it doesn't look like there's that Unsworth in the pits there as well. Now, sorry, I thought that was.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I thought he'd failed to clear his pit stop. I thought he pitted and failed, but it's just updated.
Morrison's got the purple lap. He's got the quickest lap of the race since he's come out and fixed his car. He's got a 20-second gap to Syme. No, to Richmond, sorry. There's a big gap there in the field. Obviously caused by him fixing that damage, but...
Everyone's sort of spread out right now. Chapman and
Apart from the
Gillies.
front two.
Yeah, apart from the front
closed
two,
back
yeah. And Chapman and Gillies. Gillies, known for this, likes to run it late, doesn't he? Usually pits with about 12, 13 minutes to go normally, so I expect him
Yeah, I think he
to
just
stay
needs
out
to
for a
wait.
few more.
If he doesn't want to get involved with Davies, though. Once Davies gets 3 seconds behind him, I pit.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really good shout.
As Chapman comes in, so Gillies is the only car out there now. Where's Chapman
So-
going to come out? Is he going to come out between Richmond and Morrison? Because there's a big gap there, isn't there? He seems to have decent pace tonight.
Yeah, and Gott is now running really wide, and it's going to let Richmond past.
Ooh. So that battle will continue.
So that battle will continue, yeah. Just a mistake for
Bit of curb there as well.
Gott. It looked like Gott locked it up. Don't know what that would have done to his tyres, but first lap out
I
the
don't think
pits,
anything that car does is good for the tyres.
it looked like he locked up and just went straight. So
Does look like Chapman's going to get out in front of Morrison in that big gap there between Richmond and Morris, or between Gott and Morrison.
Morrison will clearly have the pace to hunt the Audi down, I think, though. Good to see Chapman back, though.
Yeah, he's a previous constructor winner with Blue Pass due, with Neil and a few others.
Smits is now picking up a little bit pace. He's right on behind Unsworth. ATM's slowly getting quicker for him. It's been a little bit of a learning curve, hasn't it?
There's a lot of cars quite close together at the back of the pack there, isn't there? Like they're all on that straight, if you know what I mean, from kind of Unsworth down to Archer or Murray.
Yeah, from about car would it be? It looks like we've got a little train of cars. It's 308. That is that sort of Unsworth train, isn't it? Oh, and Gillies is in the pits.
So, yeah, that's about 3 seconds behind Davies is, and he's gone in. So he's obviously listened to us. You can thank us for that later, mate. And, as Lane is very close, 4 tenths behind, but surely he's not going to get him at the end of the straight, although a dive bomb maybe. But I'm sure Davies will cover that.
Davies will cover that. You're not going to pass with the Ginetta there, are you? Regardless how good it is on the brakes, it's just not going to out-drag a Mercedes down that straight. This could be a bit of an issue for Jacob now, that he's now behind the Mercedes. And maybe a bit more difficult to pass it than it is to put a little gap on it, just with the difference in how the performance delivered.
Where's Gillies going to come out then? Is he going to come out behind Morrison, behind Skunky? In front of Vecina? Or is he... He might not make it in front of Vecina.
I think it's going to be around about Thomas, probably.
Yeah, it looks like Vecina's going to get him. His teammate, Vecina, of course. And Thomas might have the speed to get him as well. Maybe not.
Well, Vecina let him pass. Technically, I think Gillies is the number 1, so there's a bit of a Hamilton-Russell situation, isn't it?
I think they're 1.5s, aren't they?
They're 1.5. Oh, the humiliation of being described.
That's just what they call like even teammates, isn't it? You know, it's just no one's the 1 or 2. It's
right, they're 1.5. Steve, 1.5 Gillies. However, Vecina's difficult to pass. I've spent a good few laps behind Vecina before. He's not just going to give it away.
I don't think it's necessarily a given that Gillies is going to get on the back of him. I know he's got the tyre. He hasn't got the tyre talent, has he? So yeah, just count the pit. So Vecina might grow the gap initially.
A bit further down the field, Mackay's now under pressure for 17th from Miorana. Mercedes all over him. Miorana maybe needs to be sensible here. He's just sliding it about a bit. Maybe just trying to line the Porsche up. Got a move. Really trying to hassle him.
Staying calm there.
Lanes.
Sorry, it's Kitsy, isn't it? I was looking at
them. Yeah, Lanes 3/10 off the back of Davies now. I think it could be what I'm saying though. It might be easy to get on the back of them, but more difficult to get past them.
Okay, I see what I was doing now. I think Mackay's got the he's not got his black and white livery on, so I was thinking he was part of, I thought he was Murray, but it was actually Mackay.
All right, okay.
We've all got the same car, but
is he in a black and red Porsche as well?
Yeah, but I think it's because he was that in the team battle. I think so. He hasn't changed back to the black and white one that he usually uses. So that was confusing me.
That's caught me out a few times as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Scott and Lane are still hustling their in their battles, but not got past.
It's going up through the field. No real battles here. Got past Richmond.
He didn't. I just looked at him just now, and he hadn't then. But
yeah, I think he has.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happened there, but a nice little battle between them. Do we have time to jump on board that number 27 Maserati? Or it's quite random, is it not, how you see this?
No, I'm back at the menu, so I can pick anyone. But I was just going on with Lane first, because he was hustling, but we'll go on with Richmond, just because he's behind the Maserati now.
Alright, yeah. Just to see the effort that goes into trying to drive that Maserati fast.
Okay.
But that's, yeah, I mean, if we're in pursuit
of him at some point, he's going to be Approaching a back marker here, is he?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
Yeah, that must be. Is that the Maserati of Burchak approaching?
It is. Let's go on board with Gott and see how he negotiates past this traffic. Lane's only 2 tenths behind. Can you just let me know?
I'm just keeping I'm keeping an eye on that, but it's been the last couple of laps like this where he gets down to 2-3 tenths and come through the third sector, he closes right up, and then you come round the last corner and down start finish straight, and Davies just goes away from him. But Davies goes a little wide there, but you're not going to make a move into second last corner.
Gott's pulling away from Richmond a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah. So up front, Lane's right on the back of the Mercedes here, but just as we come round that sort of the little slight right on the straight, the Mercedes just starts to put a bit gap. But he's trying to go round the outside, but Davies will just run him wide. Nothing he can do there.
Just on board with the KTM. He's behind Kinsey at the moment. Kinsey doesn't look like he's been able to get going today. I know he had a little incident in the first lap, but he just hasn't looked comfortable in the car, particularly expecting him to qualify a little bit higher, but maybe the Porsche isn't quite working here.
Yeah, the first Porsche we've got is Simon 5th, so it's maybe just not working. I'm just continuing to watch the Davies Lane battle. Lane's just trying to pressure Davies into a mistake, but Davies looks all very calm, collected.
Go on board with Jacob and see how it looks on board. I'm sure it'll be quite busy in this Ginetta.
Wonder if Davies has got a little bit of security in the knowledge that every straight he's going to pull away a bit. He's just defending around the slower corners, and then when we hit the straight, he's using the Mercedes advantage.
Yeah, he's got good racecraft, so you wouldn't expect him to make it easy for the Ginetta, and it's in the places where it's strong. Do you want to just run us through maybe like the top 10 or something?
Yeah, I can do, yeah. So yeah, Davies is leading the way against Jacob Lane, and then we've got Badiali 3rd, Cousins 4th, Sain 5th, Gott 6th, Richmond 7th, Chapman 8th, Morrison 9th, Skunky 10th, Gillies 11th, and Vicina 12th. So I just ran to 12th there just to highlight that Gillies has actually went by Vicina and put a couple of seconds on him. So next up for Gillies is Skunky, but
11 seconds.
It's probably too far off him now with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's a good point. 10 minutes to go. I didn't notice that. 21 laps done by the leader so far. As we watch Lane just hustling.
It'll be a slow 10 minutes for Davies up front. What we're going to happen? Do we have anything else further down?
Zielowski is hustling Privet. They've got a little battle going on.
Yep. The Broom Shark rivalry as well. It looks like barring a disaster, Privet's going to get one over his old rival and friend there.
He is, but Broom unfortunately has had an incident out of his control. I haven't seen it, I believe, so I think he'll be saying I'll be back.
I would think so as well, yeah. Well, we are all a bit spaced out, aren't we? We're not.
Yeah, there's been a few little scruffy incidents, hasn't there, and pit lane dramas and things.
I'm not sure
it's not been a bad race
car
by any means, but it's just been a bit some scruffy moments, and it's kind of spread out the field a bit. I'm on board with Zielowski at the moment.
Zielowski, yeah, he's got a fair bit more pace than Privet. It looks like. It looks like he's been held up now.
Yeah, I know Privet was looking at the Aston, wasn't he? I wonder if he's wishing he'd just change now or not. So it looks like he caught the curb there.
He is synonymous with the Audi though, so I didn't expect him to change. Him and Gillies are pretty much fixed with car they want to use, aren't they?
He has used the Aston before, I believe, but yeah, he's mainly been the Audi. Probably quite likes that real livery he's got on it now as well.
Yeah, that potentially is a selling point for him, isn't it? Just watching the guys up front. David's just half a second, 6/10 ahead now, and Jacob Lane was looking a bit scruffy there, so he's obviously working it hard here. He's working it hard. And Thomas is
Yeah, we switched to Thomas, who's
right up with the Xena. I'm not sure what's happened. There. I wonder if Thomas could make.
He was close behind him. Yeah.
I wonder if Thomas could make quick work of the Xena if he could try and grab Gillies.
I think he's only just very gradually got caught, but he was close to Gillies before the pit stop, so he's in. You know, he's now got Cena in that little spot behind him, but he's still quite close to Steve. 3 seconds or so back behind him.
So just looking through our top sort of 5 there, Davies and Lane have just put a show on. Paddy Ali, great in 3rd, looks set for the podium now. But Susans, what a race. Not really seen or spoke about him much, but
I think Lane might fancy moving to turn 1 here. He seems to be quite close. And Davies is protecting the inside.
I've seen this before where Lane tried the undercut on him.
I think Davies struggled to get the traction there, so they're going to be side to side.
Yeah, but Lane will have to yield through there though, won't he?
But he's gone at the inside. Davies got a better exit.
Very good stuff. Good stuff from them there.
Yeah, we're on board with that as well, so we're just going to head back onto the spec cam now and watch from a distance a little bit more as we come towards the checkered flag here in 5 minutes or so.
We've got
Thomas has slipped a little bit further back behind the scene, so I think he'll move for now.
Not sure. I maybe missed this, but Zielkowski obviously behind Privet, but that's Murray now right up on the back of them as well.
Made it a three-way battle.
The leaders just went past somebody who was sat on the grass there. I'm not sure who that was. 741, is that
747?
Barsha?
Or,
It was
yeah,
741.
Barsha,
Barsha just parked it on the grass there.
I'm sure he'll have learnt a bit more about this wheel and racing tonight. Seems to have kept it clean. So Baglioli's on the podium currently.
Is Lane close enough to have another look at Davies into T1? I don't think he is.
It could be similar as the last lap, but Rebellion will cover the inside again. Maybe not quite as close.
He needs to be a couple of tenths coming out of that last corner, doesn't he? Or the Mercedes just...
Oh, he's trying to... Oh, he's touched him. Well, I don't know what happened. The camera panned and we didn't see it.
Yeah, it looked like a touch, didn't it? Because it looked like he lifted to allow Davies to get things back together.
Yeah, Lane just needs to, you know, if it's not going to happen clean, just set for second it. It's his Intercon debut. Let's just get to the checkered flag, lads.
Anything going on further down the field?
Just Majorano's all over the back of Mackay. For 16th. Smits has done alright in the KTM there, isn't he, in the lower midfield?
Yeah, he has actually, yeah. It's a strange choice to pick, but he's lived with it and sort of started making it work, so...
Yeah. He was in the Aston, so... fair play to him.
Yes, it's strange.
Ooh, Majorano hit that cheetah curve. There's been some dicey moments on that curve tonight. A few cars getting a bit too close and friendly with that one. Should be avoiding it a little bit more.
So I had a look back at Davies Lane, and yeah, Davies just goes to turn in, Lane just comes off the brake. It looks like he just touches the back of the car. No damage or anything, but enough just to nudge the rear round, and you see he lifts. He lifts and just gives it back.
So Davy's about to come over the line. We'll have 2 more laps for those guys. So about 2.5, 3 more laps for most of the field.
And that really is a battle, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's not. Mayorana's still all over the back of Mackay, so we'll have a look at that. But and Murray behind Zielakowski. Just kind of got detached from Privet a little bit there.
Yeah, so Murray's going to have a real go at Zielowski.
Yeah.
Proper go at him here. Trying to go wide, and it's all over him. Great news for Privet.
Yeah. Ooh, Zielakowski almost lost it there.
Yeah. We've seen a few people have moments come round that corner. We've seen a few people have moments. Usually the Porsche guys, but... Lane and Davies still battling it out up here.
It's nice and close again, isn't it? It's approaching the last lap now, so...
Yeah, I don't know what he can do to...
He's got the fastest lap, so he's obviously got a little bit more pace, but Rebellion, or Davies with the Merc is just a more rounded car, probably. But Lane's going to maybe try and move it. Whoa!
Oh,
no. So this is the dangers of driving that closely in a section like that. Luckily they're able to recover and keep first and second, but another time that could cost you for 5 or 6 spots, maybe more.
I think what needs to happen here is after doing that, realistically I don't think Lane can try and put stick a move on.
Back off there and just
I don't think you can stick a
last
move in
lap out.
T1 after that out.
He wants to win, but yeah, keep it sensible, please, for the last lap.
Yes. Have you got those guys on? I'll just have a little look what's going on.
Yeah.
We've not got much else happening further back now. Everyone's just sort of spaced out. We're at that point where they're...
There's a couple of the battles at the back, isn't there, with Murray still and
yeah, they're all just
Mayorana.
seven tenths off each other. Oh, Privet's just bounced the car, which now lets Zielowski right back on him, I think. And then we've got Mayorana trying to put pressure on Mackay, but just blocked. Has Lane managed to get himself in a position to have a go, or
I've switched over for a second.
He's a tenth off him, but
yeah,
coming through that sort of...
I think unless Davies makes a mistake, he should be okay.
Yeah, you're not going to... But, well, we've seen them touch coming through the section before, but...
Yeah, no, but...
Be sensible
a little bit
there.
further back here. Looks like it might have just eased off.
What I am glad of is, and I think it is worth pointing out, is you don't want to see contact like that, but good that Lane...
I think it's gone wide though.
Davy's gone really wide.
But it looks like they're going to be okay. Oh, he's hit that curb. Big bit of a sweaty race end to the race here, but he's going to collect the win. Probably won't be happy with the car. There's a car facing the wrong way there.
Yeah, who was that?
Ross Mackay. As Davies takes the win.
Leader has finished the race.
So Davies gets the win, Lane
takes
second.
in the fastest lap.
And Badiali's going to come in 3rd. Good drive from him.
Cousins is going to grab... Yeah, it's a great drive from Badiali. Cousins, lights flashing, coming over the line. 4th, good 4th.
Gott is going to come 5th in a Maserati, so fair play to him. There was a little pit lane race, which I don't know might be an outcome to that one. We'll have to wait and see. Don't know if there's any specific rules on that, if the game doesn't punish you, so...
yeah, it'd be very difficult. Great drive. Very difficult to make a decision on that.
2.5 back.
As long as you're hitting the limiter, then... I'm not sure anything you can do. Morrison in the BMW comes over in 7th.
Yeah, I think he'll probably be a little bit disappointed, but I would just advise him to have a look at that moment because I think it's more of a racing incident, and Buddy Ali waited for him. Another good.
Skunky ninth. Gillies is going to come through in the top 10 and 10th. So
yeah, followed by his teammate, who's followed by Kev Thomas very closely in 12th. Unzerf's going to come in 13th. Kinsey 14th. Smits is going to come home in the KTM in 15th. A little special mention to him because we like it when there's only one of one car or someone picks something rare.
Yes.
Majorana, he's been hustling today. Looked like quite a good drive. He looked like he's comfortable in the Merc. He's going to come in 16th. Privet's going to come home in 17th. Yeah,
is Murray going to get a run?
Murray might get
a run.
They've both gone wide.
He's went wide, but
I think he's going to hold.
You'll get the traction out of there, won't you?
Bart's has already finished, so that is the end of the race.
So yeah, how far down do the points go?
I think it's to 25th.
Oh, 25th, so there's points all the way down. All right, I was going to say.
I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I need to check that. I get mixed up with the different series sometimes. It might be 22 or 20.
I thought it was 20. I'm not sure, and I thought it had Barsher.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It goes down to at least 20, I think. Well, that was a good race.
Yeah, there's a little bit probably too much drama than some people would like, but a lot of people had a good race there and got good points. So yeah, we'll see you on Thursday, Misano M2 Cup.
Like you said, we've got a couple of seats available if anyone wants to race. And next week, Intercon is at Paul Ricard. So that will need some practicing for that last sector especially. But we have had some good GT4 races there in the past. I know some people don't like that track, but it seems to suit GT4 a bit more than GT3, I think.
Yes, and it'll be particularly interesting now people have swapped into Ginettas and KTMs to see what happens. That big back straight is going to punish that car choice.
Just to remind anyone who is racing in the M2 Cup, we are expecting a ACC update Thursday late afternoon, early evening. So if you are racing in the M2 Cup, make sure you get on. Maybe turn on your Xbox and download that one when you get back from work or college or whatever you're doing. And yeah, DBT Racing puts a message in chat. Nice race in P22 to P15. I raced first race in BMW. The KTM was the first thing that worked best for me. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Right, we'll leave it there. Well, thanks for your company tonight, and we'll see you Thursday.
Okay, see you Thursday.
Cheers, guys.